I'm expecting maybe a Makai as Bifrost having some fun with the crowd, flashing the likes of Garen, but it will be now locked in for Haunter to kind of solidify that front line.
So they're giving a power advantage in terms of the laning phase up in the top lane and down in the bottom lane for TSM. So Svenskeren, he has a few options of where he wants to play around the map, but it feels like this game, they have so many lanes to play around. You also have the Syndra setup in the mid lane. Like, they're looking potentially for...
All around to a spawn. Haunter and MMD cannot make it here though, so a 4v4 at best.
Okay, the Rift Herald about to go down. Is it going to be a fight? They might actually just give it up.
Herald could be dead, but it's another stun in onto the Gragas. Tarek left the ultimate. Rip and Svenskeren gets a decent bit of CC, but he's going to go down. No, not yet. Flashball from Carson does secure the kill, and now Double forced to turn and burn out of the way, but Double so close to getting stunned. That should be it. Launches it away, gets the stun, and Carson able to grab the Double. Now Bjergsen knock him with the rupture, and not by MMD. Flash Wolves wipe TSM in that fight.
This is a disaster for TSM. Once again, they walk right into this Rift Herald. No teleport on Hanser. He's not going to be able to join that fight. They get demolished.
But what an amazing fight for Flash Wolves. Once again, they use their confidence to force the fight onto TSM. They punish the overextended Sven, and they're going to translate this into two very swift mid lane towers and extend their gold lead to 4,000. We talked about how Flash Wolves, they might not always win the early game, but we're more confident now in our ability to turn things around later on.
All right, Betty, if you're setting up comebacks here for TSM, let's look at the turret count, because that could go a long way in also bridging the gold gap. The Dragons, though, are something Flash Wolves will be able to hold on to. MMD goes on to Haunter, though, in mini form.
Yeah, Haunter has to know something's up, because this is about to be a solo kill. Flash out of the way with the hop. It's going to land on MMD. Haunter flashed out of the way and gets the kill. Now turning on to Maple, making up. Great flash from Maple. Gets it out from under him, but Haunter, such heroics there.
And look at the mini-map. Multiple other members of Flash Wolves were heading down there. Haunter gets the outplay here on the other side of this wall.
Respectful flash there, but Carter over the top. Bjergsen comes up, but MMD looking for a fast flag, a huge chain of corruption. Almost gets the team, and Bjergsen is going to get knocked down the wall. Growth is going to save him and spend. Doesn't have time to cast it. Bjergsen still living for a little while longer. Scatters the back in and kills Sword. Bjergsen still alive as Haunter about to go mega.
Huge team fight going on between the two teams right now. Doublelift is able to fall
For the turnaround flash.
Oh my God,
they're
such a
rushing
fast Baron. MMD with the ultimate. Beautiful from Flash will steal the Baron from TSM.
What a quick decision from Flash Wolves.
Maple looks for the flank. Doublelift going to force him away, but Haunter looking to go mega.
Well, Haunter has a lot of control here. Gets the slows onto MMD.
Stun hits one. That's MMD. Could be going down the snowflake. It's getting a pump. Derek ultimate. It's going to try and save the fight. Finally, drops down on Haunter. He's just run out of health. Gets away with the wild growth, but Carter flashes forward as it's trying to take down the front line. TSM just maybe have enough. Carter goes down the Doublelift.
A little bit too deep there for the front line. Both the stone plates run out for Flash.
So much unspent gold, but TSM are forcing onto this Baron. They're burning it down, but MMD, no flash, can't get in the pit. Maple maybe can move in to look for a steal, but Bjergsen does take down the Baron. TSM get the objective. They've got a minute 30 left with Baron, and they're going to try and do as much damage as possible. Doublelift again, Carter get himself stunned. Doublelift gets himself out of the way as Carter lets the ulti rip. MMD there is a redemption. He's going to try and reset it off, spend low, but not dead to the Tarek ultimate. But defensively, my God, a 5-man Nara ultimate. He's going to secure the team by win. MMD down as TSM move forward. Sorda getting taken down by Doublelift. He barely lives, but Haunter, what a massive play.
What a machine Haunter is. He comes to the World Championship. He has an amazing performance. A 5-man Nara ultimate could lead TSM to their first victory at Worlds.
TP's back in. TSM are going to go for it now. Flash Wolves, they fought so well to try and keep this game up, and Carter is going to try and keep the boat afloat. Sword Art low. Doublelift just does too much. Polymorph there. Beautiful by Bifrost as Carter leaps in, but TSM, they cannot finish yet.
They wanted to end it, but that
Side made me forget that Baron is now back alive. Flash Wolves looking to take it down. Maple going over. Haunter sticking bot side with the pressure. Has the TP, but Flash Wolves don't pull the trigger just yet.
we have to re-emphasize how big of a hold that was for Flash Wolves. Both inhibitors have respawned.
They're rushing it, they're rushing it.
Bifrost is blocking it. This could be a 50-50. Gragas goes in. Carter secures the Baron with his 5 in the team fight. Still there, Spence. He gets chunked down. And they're still chasing. A lot of damage done by the Baron.
Eyes on these big ultimates. The disengage from Sven could negate a lot of the time from the Tarek ultimate. Here it comes.
Tarek ultimate in, but Benny actually knocked up just enough, but the ultimate was good from Gragas. Doublelift trying to cut it out of the way, but Haunter with the blade of the Royal King that he just got. He's trying to fight it out. Sven though dies again to Maple, and TSM forced to play 4v5.
That's one of the big tanks gone now for TSM. Flash Wolves are feeling confident. The Warmogs will regenerate these tanks for Flash Wolves, and they still have the Baron.
Timely ultimate there. Tarek ultimate definitely saved Betty inside the base. Here comes the teleport, they're pushing through.
Flashwell's gonna try and seal the deal. As Carson taking some heat, but again, Tanky moves back in. Haunter forced to watch out. The permafrost does land, but he gets out safely. Turret down though.
Remember, the bot lane inhibit is still exposed. Flash Wolves, they could just very quickly rotate down, but their eyes are on the top.
There's 28 seconds left on Sven Skaren for the Gragas to get back up. Flash Wolves can take the outer turret, but the inhibitors will be difficult.
Haunter dip up, but he immediately reroutes top when he sees where the Flash Wolves are going. Caster again looks for Bjergsen, does find him, but the cleanse is off. Oh, Maybelline! Invulnerable! Goes in for Bjergsen, but he actually forced out of the way. Not sure what's getting him back, but the turret does go down. Still Haunter chasing onto MMD, gets knocked up by the Rupture.
Sven Skaren's back on his feet, so Flash Wolves barely do not get the inhibitor. There's 2 left. They're going to use the Baron Empowered Recalls to reset this one.
Cannot believe that Bjergsen was able to survive that engagement. What a play from Maple. This guy, right at the end, he's like, I have to make this. I have to go. I just have to go into the backline. He has the ultimate from Sword Art. But Flash Wolves, they're not done yet. They've got their eyes on this in here.
Seek attack, they return to it!
Yeah, nice fake there from Flash Wolves. They work at the inhibitor.
They gotta run, they gotta run!
TSM are forcing the fight. They know they have to go. MMD forced to flash out of the way. Haunter can't slow anybody else down. Sven ready with the flash, but the carry's not done.
Now it's TSM that have to worry about timings and have to worry about the extra minions flooding into their base while they try and defend this 5-man squad.
But now gold means very little. Pretty much everyone is at full build. Even the supports have completed all of their itemizations. Full-on utility from another tank on the side of Flash Wolves. Flash Wolves, they have their eyes on this inhibitor, and TSM, they're doing a pretty good job of defending. The Haunter's pressure is being split all across the base.
There's 2 groups of super minions now inside the TSM base.
Look, they're hitting on them.
Going in for another. Redemption going to reset it all. Haunter now, Mega Carter leaves him, but Haunter needs to find the angle. TSM trying to defend their base. It's Carter! He's going to go down! Stunned by Bjergsen, double it! Finds the kill. 5v4 now for TSM.
They're able to get the kill, and now they bought themselves time to clear out minion waves. Similar story here.
But remember, that's a 60-second death timer on top of Casa right now. TSM, there is very little standing in their way. All they need is Haunter to defend, and they can just look to end the game.
In addition, Baron comes up in 35 seconds. That is longer than the Karsa death timer here. There will be no jungle for Flash Wolves, but TSM are already at Flash Wolves' base. They're going to run towards the inhib.
I think they're just going to go for it here. Minion wave not quite there just yet. In fact, they won't be there in time. Minion hip under threat, but MMD is going to make it back. Maple does so much damage. Haunter is forced to TP, and TSM are going to keep going.
Yeah, they spread themselves a little bit thin, but they want this inhibitor.
Double Lift does so much damage as Maple just eats it. Haunter does take the inhib down.
And now they can retreat to the Baron. 18 seconds left on Karsa. This is going to be so big. It's hard for Flash Wolves to run through this fog of war. If you close the map up, they're teleporting into the base.
They have 2 TPs. They might just go for TSM. Going to try and take the Baron. Maple, he's the one down the bottom side of Bjergsen. Instantly goes back to Baron. He's going to get burnt down. TSM do get it. Now needs a Baron recall back. Maple is trying to go for the game.
That's going to be 3 inhibitors here. Flash Wolves are going to get double super minions in every single line.
Amazing decision making from the Flash Wolves. TSM, they had control of the Baron. They were guaranteed to get it, and Flash Wolves had to make the split-second decision.
But now, TSM will defend with Baron buff. 6 super minions trying to make their way towards the base. Elder Dragon on the table.
They get the knockout.
They caught maybe Sven. Double is still going in. The ultimate there as he body slams out of the way. Open from Tarek. Flash was not going to have the cooldown of TSM. Look to re-engage.
They're trying to make use of this 30 seconds. The Elder Dragon is up and available to force.
No team has long. MMD still with his own TP as well. Watch the super minions as they move towards Maple. He's actually just cutting mid lane. TSM, he can have the Elder Dragon. Maple wants the game. No, he does feint back towards the team.
There is no ultimate from Cho'Gath available. He can't steal it, but Karsa could try and go for a smite.
Karsa, can he get in range? He's got the flash, not going to get it. Sven able to secure it. Redemption was looking for it. As Maple forced to burn the package. Honda looks for the solid flashes in. Benny, and then fouled by Double It. That's the kill. TSM find one. That's a carry dead as now Flash was grouped up. Get knocked back in. MMD moved back into the team. He's dead as well.
That's going to be TSM with the Elder Dragon pushing into the base.
But look at Maple once again. He's trying to get the backline, but I don't think it matters. TSM, they've got their eyes on the game.
Race is on. One knocks his turret up. But Flash was Maple. He's going to try it here as Sorta. Looks to delay. 2-man stun. Redemption down for TSM as Castle. Also in the mix for the turret. Is down. The Nexus exposed. And TSM win the thrilling game here at Worlds.
The size of relief on TSM.
Thank you very much, guys. Here with Double Lift. Very intense game. The analyst desk was talking about it a lot and how the Flash Wolves kind of lost the initiative at some point in the game, but it was one to come back from for you guys. So can you walk me through how you got back in the game and what the most important factor in those late game team fights was?
Well, when we got really far behind early game, we did a lot of prep about Flash Wolves and their habits and like the way they want to use Baron and the way they play when they have a lead. So I think we were just really good at anticipating their next play and then always trying to get a trade or stalling out their play. Because kind of like our biggest mistakes before was when the enemy team got a lead, we would just keep fighting because we were a notoriously good team fighting team. But at Worlds, like we're still a really good team fighting team, but we couldn't just smash our heads into them and hope to win. So we had to play a lot more cautious and stall the game out until we got like item spikes. So with Trist, as soon as I get like 4 items, I can 1v5. So we were kind of just playing for that.
I like that you mentioned the fact that that's something that you specifically worked for and that was one of your weaknesses beforehand, because we're looking at this roster. You guys are coming back with an unchanged roster. Obviously, you took a break in spring, but do you feel like you guys have matured enough to take that extra step now this year?
Yeah, I think for sure we've matured a lot. Last Worlds, I was playing really bad, and I think everyone on the team we didn't have the right team mentality, and we thought we were super hot coming off of winning NA, and like that Worlds teams wouldn't be that much considerably better than NA teams. I mean, other than the Koreans, obviously. But this Worlds, we treat every team with a lot of respect. Every team in our group, even though we're supposed to be like, I don't know, we're supposed to be a strong team within our group, we put a lot of respect to our opponents. And I think taking that humble attitude, we've been learning a lot in the last month.
Well, a game like this must be good then, because you went through a lot of emotions and scenarios in it, and you talk about being more humble and maybe not as overconfident, but the community and other players have been throwing you guys a lot of hype, obviously. Gorilla said yesterday that you're such an amazing player, a god on the Rift, so how are you keeping calm under all that?
I think I've just been playing well in practice, and other teams, maybe like they want to praise us and overhype NA teams as usual. But I'm just trying to make sure it doesn't get to any of our heads, and I don't think like we're the kind of team anymore to listen to that and be like, yeah, we're the shit, you know, we're so good. But I think we're more like super cautious and just thinking, oh wow, we have a lot of expectations to live up to. Like we better meet those expectations, or else the fans are gonna be really sad.
Well, that's very happy to hear that. I'm not gonna let you go without a little bit of possible trash talk. IMT Fnatic later, the big EU-NA matchup. What do you think, Double Lift?
I think IMT is gonna smash Fnatic.
We'll see. Well, we have one game coming up before that, a fantastic battle between Team WE and Misfits Gaming, so that'll be right back after the break.